Is Venom in Spider-Man No Way Home? The question that has been circulating since the post-credit scene of Venom 2. Before we get into that, I'm Peter. This is the Superior Comic Show, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more stuff like this. So let's get into whether Venom is going to be in Spider-Man's latest outing in No Way Home. So this all started with the announcement that Spider-Man No Way Home was going to be a multiverse movie, and we were bringing back Doc Ock. There was rumours about Green Goblin at the time, Sandman, the Lizard. Stuff started speculating about Venom because it's common knowledge Sony has been trying to mix their Spider-Man universe together to make the most profits, basically. And then this was backed up again by the Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene, where we see Venom basically getting sucked into the multiverse and seeing Spider-Man's identity revealed on the news. Add in the fact that we have only seen 5 of the Sinister Six, and no hints have been dropped about who that 6th member is. A lot of people are saying it's going to be Venom, especially with that post-credit scene, and especially since a video I shared previously, a short, where there was a flash of what looks like it could be Venom or it could be Lizard. It's 50-50 at the minute. The comments are definitely 50-50 on whether it's Lizard or Venom. And then there's the theory circulating online about Venom coming into the MCU and what that means for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So let's take a look at the facts. We have 5 of the Sinister Six in Spider-Man No Way Home, which is a multiverse movie. In Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene, we see him get sucked into the multiverse and see Peter Parker's identity as Spider-Man revealed on the news. It all seems to point in the direction that they're going to have Venom in Spider-Man No Way Home. But I don't think that's where they're going. I think this could be another Ralph Boner moment. Personally, I think if they're bringing Venom in to mix with MCU Spider-Man, it's going to be its own movie. It's not going to be a Sinister Six movie. It's not going to be a nostalgia grab. It's going to be its own big event. So I do think Tom Hardy's Venom will come across to the MCU and will interact with Tom Holland's Peter Parker. I think the best we can hope for is a post-credit scene in No Way Home, although I don't even think they'll do that. I think we could be waiting until the post-credit scene of Spider-Man 4. If you remember, Adam Warlock was in the post-credit scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and that's only coming to fruition now. Like, legit, they've only cast him now after being in that post-credit scene so long ago. And what I think they're going to do is, I don't think it's going to be Tom Hardy's Venom. I think at first it will be, because as we've seen already in Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage, they're already planning Venom 3 with the introduction of Toxin. So how would that work if he's in the multiverse, he's in his own universe? How's that going to work out for Venom 3 and for Spider-Man 4? Well, I think when he crosses over, I think he will get back to his own universe, but I think Venom might leave a piece of himself behind, or him being in that universe will cause the kind of domino effect to have maybe Clintars from outer space in the MCU universe sense one of their own on Earth, and one comes down and we see it merge with Peter Parker. I do think we're getting Venom and Spider-Man in this next Tom Holland trilogy. I just don't think it's going to be Tom Hardy's. Tom Hardy will go back to his own universe. Sony will keep that separate if they can. If they're doing this deal with Marvel with the MCU Spider-Man, they're going to want to keep Venom separate because Venom's making the money at the moment. Whereas the Spider-Man, yes, it's making the money, but shared in ways with Marvel. So I think either Venom will leave a piece of himself behind in the universe, or the Clintars in outer space will sense there's one of their own on Earth and one will come searching. Where I think at the end of Spider-Man 4, they're saying Peter's going to be in college in this new trilogy. I can see him going to college, needing a job to pay bills, getting a job at the Daily Bugle, and having run-ins with Eddie Brock there. I see the post-credits in Spider-Man 4 being the Clintar coming down and finding Peter Parker and giving us the black suit for Spider-Man 5. before the post-credit scene having it attached to Eddie Brock, and then having the Spider-Man Venom for Spider-Man 6 to end out that trilogy. I can definitely see us getting a full movie of Spider-Man in the black suit before he loses it. They could do it the other way. They could do it like Spider-Man 3 done it, and have him in the black suit for half, and have him facing Venom for the other half. Let's hope they don't butcher Venom as bad as they did in Spider-Man 3 in the Raimi trilogy. But that's my opinion on where it could go. I think we're getting Venom in the MCU. It's not going to be Tom Hardy's Venom. It won't be till the post-credit scene of Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 5 will be a full black suit Spider-Man movie before Spider-Man 6 being a Spider-Man Venom movie. Potentially introducing Carnage. But I do think either way, well, Spider-Man 5 is where we're going to see the full appearance of Venom, and it will either be black in the post-credits or it'll be halfway through the movie. He'll get rid of the black suit and the symbiote will attach to Eddie Brock. So those are my thoughts on the possibilities of Venom showing up in No Way Home. I think at most we can expect a post-credit scene. I don't think he's going to show up in the movie, but I've been wrong before. I do think if we are getting Venom in the MCU, as mentioned, it's not going to be Tom Hardy's Venom. I think he'll be the one that shows up first, but in the end it won't be his Venom. I think it will turn out to be the MCU's own version of Venom. And I think we will get him in Spider-Man 4, possibly the post-credit scene there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday.